Setting up and leading networking conversations will be a key skill for you, whether you're running your own business or you're working for someone else. So I want to give you a few tips to help you understand and work with networking etiquette. When you receive an email introduction to someone, the first thing to do is to respond as soon as you can. Show that you're interested and you're eager. And the main reason you do that is to show appreciation to the person who has made the introduction. So let's say Sally has emailed you to connect you to Rohindra. Right away, I would write back so that you have a chance to say, Sally, thanks so much for the introduction. And then from there, you could say, Rohindra, I'm really eager to meet with you and hear a bit about your business experience or about whatever. If there's a particular aspect of that experience that you're really interested in, say that. And then suggest some times when you're available. So you might ask them, for instance, what's the best time of day for you to meet? Or are there particular days of the week that are good for you? You could say something like, what's your typical availability? And then give them some idea of when you're available. So you might say, typically I'm available Tuesdays and Thursdays between 1 and 4. You might even go so far as to say, do you have any availability the week of such and such, right? So you're getting the ball rolling and getting to that next step. Now, once you're actually in the conversation, what do you do? What's the point? How do you get started? The thing is to be very open to wherever the conversation leads. First of all, I would research the person you're going to meet with. See what's in their background, what kind of expertise they have. Look at the kind of posts they've written on LinkedIn. Get a sense of what interests them and where their journey has taken them so far. You might find some interesting points of connection that you want to explore. You may also be going into the conversation with 2 or 3 particular questions that are on your mind. You might be wondering, how have they handled a situation like this? Or how did they develop this particular skill? Or how did they grow their audience? But really what to expect in a networking conversation is an opportunity for you to get to know the other person, because the relationship really comes before the information and before any direct help. And you just do not know where relationships will take you. One of my favorite business coaches is a fellow named Mark Silver. And he says that your business is really the collection of relationships that you form around your livelihood. Your business is at the center, but what is supporting and holding up your business is relationships with customers, relationships with suppliers, relationships with mentors, relationships with your friends and your family, relationships with coaches, so on and so forth. So these relationships that you're forming are valuable really in and of themselves. And sometimes speaking with somebody who has more experience, what you get from that is just the feeling of, oh, somebody else is in the same boat. Somebody else has gone through this journey. So you may find that you come away not with an answer to a burning business question, but a greater sense of confidence. So I encourage you to be open-minded as you enter into these conversations. Always remember to express gratitude. After a networking call, I would recommend sending a quick email. Thanks so much for taking the time. Maybe let them know a particular thing they discussed that really resonated with you. If during that conversation you offered to share something, then be sure to follow up with that article you just read or the title of the book or that TED Talk that you said that you were willing to share. So I hope this helps as you think about going into networking conversations. And I am looking forward to hearing about how those conversations go and what you learn from them.